Come on back over here. We're going to touch on the fringes. Come on up here a little bit, real quick there. So, you got that for me there with the fringes, Deuteronomy chapter, Numbers 15 to 38. So, we'll get that real quick for him.
The book of Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
God says, speak unto these 12 tribes, these people right here, speak unto the children of Israel. Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
He said, bid them, command them that they make them fringes. That's what these are. That's what you see on the so-called Native Americans. They have fringes on their clothes, right? You ask them, why you wear them on your clothes? They're going to say, it's a tradition. But why? Why is it a tradition? They can't tell you why. Why? Because they lost their heritage. So the tradition is here in the Bible. Read.
That they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Throughout their generation. Are we still here generating as a people? Huh? And we still generate, meaning you're producing, multiplying, right? Aren't we still multiplying? That's what we're doing. So guess what? We still here. We're supposed to still have these fringes on. So like you said, we lost our way. Guess what? Now we coming back to our true nationality. Guess what? Now we learning, hey, I've been reading this in the Bible. It's telling us this is what we got to do. We got to put fringes on. We got to separate ourselves and come out of this world.
Right. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So that's why you see this, right? You see the ribbon of blue? That's on the fringe on my shirt. You see this? I got another shirt under here. See that? I got poor man fringes. Got a ribbon of blue. See his shirt? Everybody that's out here, their garments, so on and so forth. Some people have it on the side of their pants. However you want to have it. Even on his regular t-shirt. We wear it on our regular clothes every day, even at work. Okay, we ain't afraid. We letting the light shine. All right? Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe.
And it shall be for you for a fringe, for you to remember. Read.
That ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord. And do them.
And what?
And do them.
You got to do this, a reminder for you to keep the commandments and to do them. Read.
And that ye seek not after your own heart.
Don't seek after your own mind. Your heart is your mind, according to Mark 7:21. Don't go after what you want to do. Don't lean on to your own understanding. He said, go off this. Go off what I tell you. Read.
And your own eyes, after which ye used to go a-whoring.
After what you used to go a-whoring after. Okay, that's what you used to chase and hunt down. Okay, so now now you understand that with the fringes, right? So now I want 1 Corinthians chapter 11 real quick. 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. So we're gonna you know who you are, right? You've been know who you is, right? All right, good. But before you get that, go to Deuteronomy chapter 10 and 12. Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. Because now you know you Israel. And what would the name is Christopher. Christopher. So watch this there, brother Christopher. You got that for me? Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
And now Israel.
So now Christopher, now you know you Israel, right? Read.
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So what does the Most High God require from? There's requirements for you to be your true nationality.
Right.
Okay? Meaning the requirements of things that you're supposed to have. Think about like what type, you don't mind me asking, what's your profession for work? A who? A food and beverage management, right? So in order for you to have that food and beverage, you had to take some classes, right?
Yeah, I work in hospitality.
Hospitality, right? So you had to take the hospitality class. You had to get the certification or the degree pertaining to hospitality. But if you didn't have that, guess what? You won't have the requirements for that job, right? Right. So now the Most High said, what does the Lord thy God require of you? Read.
But to fear the Lord.
God said you're supposed to fear Him. Do you know what it means? Give me Psalms 119 and 120. So do you know what it means to fear God?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question, right? A lot of people remember earlier the cat brought out. He said a lot of people don't fear God. These people out here, they don't fear God, man. They think they love God, but not according to knowledge, not according to His word. Okay, watch this, right? This is what it means. This is what it means to fear. The biblical definitions. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 120.
Read.
My flesh trembleth for fear of thee.
He said, this is David speaking. He said, my flesh trembleth for fear of thee. For what's he afraid of? Read.
and I am afraid of thy judgments.
I'm afraid of your judgment. So go to Matthew 10 and verse 28 real quick. So now he said, I'm afraid of those judgments. We were reading some of those judgments, meaning those curses, right? We were reading that thing. We don't want that stuff on us, right? Our people, think about it, Most High uplifted. We still under these curses, but in that they're not on us as bad as it was when we was chained down with the slave master. You know, we went from, think about the level, from slave ship, from working on the plantation, all with chains, getting beat on your back, front, all the way coming out of that for the Emancipation Proclamation, right? All the way to Jim Crow, all the way to the civil rights, all the way to now. We still really in the civil rights right now. You know what I'm saying? So now you train, we condition like you take a dog on the chain and you walk him to teach him how to walk beside you. That's what happened when them chains came off the shackles came off your ankles, or they came off your hands. Now you walk next to your slave master. He can walk in the hood and people won't even, hey sir, how you doing? He fall down, bust his ass on his bike. We were willing to help him up. Let one of us fall down on the bike. We're going to fall on the floor and laugh at his ass. Right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to laugh in the scorn. Bring it out. All right? Just to show you how destroyed our people are, okay? Bring it out. So now watch this right here. Read that what you got. Then we'll go back to the fear. So this is also what the fear is. Read.
The book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 28. Read. And fear not them which kill the body.
So this is Christ speaking. This is in red. Christ said, don't fear them that can kill the body. A brother come up, he may shank you from the back or slit your throat or shoot you. Don't fear him. Your body gonna die, but your spirit don't die, okay? He said, don't fear them that can kill the body. But read.
But are not able to kill the soul.
They can't kill the real you, Christopher. That's right. You know what I'm saying? What's inside you and your brain, your spirit, they can't kill your soul. Read.
That's right. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
He said, fear him that is able to destroy both soul and body in hell, okay? Because right now, this is hell right here on earth that we living in. Look at this, look, we walking up the street, all this damn trash. Look at that, trash in our community. We get mad, but we won't clean up after ourselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is us come together and try to come together, but it's hard for us to come together because we all in different nationalities, we're all in different beliefs, different doctrines. We can't come together. Look, even if we try to have a family reunion, we got grandma beefing with her, with the great aunt over something that happened 50, 60 years ago. They still beefing. And now we can't come together because them two don't get along. That happened to my family. I've seen it, okay? So read that again.
The book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 28. Bring it out. And fear not them which kill the body.
Don't fear man, because man can just kill the mortal body of you, okay? Which going to die anyways and go back into the earth. Read.
But are not able to kill the soul.
You can't kill the real you, Christopher. Or brother or sister that's out here listening. We know y'all listening. Man can't kill your soul. He can't kill the real spirit inside you. Read.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
You better fear the Most High God, because you don't want him to get to you. He's going to destroy your soul and your body in hell, okay? That's what you read about. What is it? With the rich man and the poor man, with Lazarus. Remember the rich man said, man, I'm over here, I'm struggling. I'm hot, I'm getting tortured, tormented every day and night. You know what I'm saying? He said, can you tell Lazarus, can he come and just sprinkle, just drop of water I drop? He said he can't do it for you. Why? He's in that other realm. He's in that realm getting tortured. That's what we was going through here when we was in hell. I'm talking about the torture, different levels of hell, okay? So we was in them slave ships. That was hell. Think about it. Think about sitting in that car right now.
You can't give a brother he asked for a drop.
He couldn't get no drop. His mouth was dry as the damn dirt. Think about that, man. Hey, that's what he's talking about. You don't want that. We don't want to feel that. But we did. Our forefathers and them felt that when the white man had us in slavery, when he had his knees and his feet on our back, and they still do it as a remembrance, as a reminder. Look what happened to Mike Brown.
I think they do it now.
You know what I'm saying? George Floyd. They do it to, Most High allowed them to do it to wake you up in these last days. Hey, don't get comfortable where you at. This ain't your rest. Jacob, this ain't your rest. Christopher, okay? So go back to, give me that in Deuteronomy 10 and 12. So now we got to find out. Now you know what the fear of the Lord is, right? Now you understand that. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So now you know what God is requiring of you. One thing, he wants you to fear him, meaning respect him. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
So walk in all his ways. What does that mean, to walk in all of God's ways? Keep walking in his footsteps, right? Give me Psalms, hold that. Give me Psalms 119, 105 real quick. So this is what it means to walk in God's footsteps right here, okay? Because there's a certain way you got to walk in his footsteps. I mean, you can't go on the left, you can't go to the right. Because it's all type of, just like on, when you watch The Wiz, remember The Wiz? They said, follow the yellow brick road, right? Every time they went off the path, what happened? There was some problems, some issues. Somebody trying to distract them. So there's a lot of distraction, confusion. Read what you got.
The book of Psalms chapter 119 verse 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet. Read.
And a light unto my path.
Light unto my path, just like the old Billie Jean video. You remember how he was walking in there and then the steps and stuff were lighting up. That's what he was doing. He was following that light path. Okay, that light is God's words. Hold that. Give me Proverbs 6 and 23 real quick. So I just want to make sure you get all the understanding thereof. Okay. So I got to bring that thing out to you. All right. You know what I'm saying? Watch this right here. Read what you got.
The book of Proverbs chapter 6 verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp.
God said the commandment is a lamp, right? That light, read.
And the law is light.
The law is the light. So you got the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light. You always hear about law, statutes, and commandments, right? Read.
And reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
So reproofs of instruction. What does that mean to have reproof of instruction? Meaning correction, right? So when I read this Bible, this is what's going to correct me. This is what's going to show me if I'm going off. Something's not right. I can read it here and it tell me, like what we read about the fringes, right? You didn't have your fringes on. You didn't know about the fringes, but now you learning about the fringes. So now you know that's a required of me. I got to put on fringes so that way I'm in order with God. I'm able to keep his commandments. Okay? Somebody, this fell apart. Somebody fix that. So, go back to that. Read that again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp.
For the commandment is a lamp.
And the law is light.
And the law is light.
And reproof of instruction are the way of life.
So reproof of instructions, that's the way of life. All right, you gotta have instructions, right? Just like you at the food thing. When you do your job at the food and beverage, right? Hey, there's instructions that you gotta do. If not, the food gonna go bad. The water gonna get contaminated. Now you feed that to somebody and give them something to drink or eat. Guess what? What's gonna happen? They gonna get sick. There might be a lawsuit, or you gonna get fired. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you didn't have no sanitation. But there's books and guidelines, SOPs and stuff, you know, standard operating procedures, things that we gotta go by. So this Bible is the SOP for you. This Bible is the manual for you. Okay? This is the only way you're gonna get to live forever. This is the only way you're gonna find out about the kingdom of heaven. You ain't gonna find it in no Quran. Quran don't speak about this. The Quran means to recite. That's what the word Quran means. And what is it? What is it reciting? It's reciting the Bible.
That's right.
It tells you to go back to this. Why would I go to a book that's going to tell me to come back to this? Why not read this? And this book don't tell you to make it with no other book. Okay? Go, you got that. Go to, give me Isaiah 34 and 16 real quick. I'm kind of going on and around. I just want to prove everything to you, okay? Proverbs 34 and 16. Watch.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16.
Bring it out!
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Seek ye, meaning seek, you got to search. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord. What's the book of the Lord? The Bible. And this is what you must read. Read.
No one of these shall fail.
Meaning the prophecies that we read about. We read about the slave ships. We also read about you got to serve your master in all things, right? All these different stuff that's going to take place that happened to our people. Guess what? We're going to find it in here. Read.
None shall want her mate.
None shall want her mate, meaning you ain't supposed to take the Bible and mix it with the Quran. No, the Quran said to recite. Reciting what? The Bible. Okay, the Quran is garbage. You can take that paper and wipe your butt with it. It's toilet paper, okay? So we don't care about no damn Quran, okay? So now, read more? Read on.
For my mouth it has commanded.
For my mouth it has commanded, okay? God's mouth had commanded. Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read.
And his spirit, it has gathered them.
Said the spirit has gathered them, meaning gathered us in these last days to read this right here, okay? Even back then, it's a prophetic book and a history book. It's about you and your foremothers and your forefathers, okay? It's always been about us, about our God, about our Savior Jesus the Christ, okay? So now go back to Deuteronomy 10 and 12 real quick. So we finish that up real quick, all right? Watch this right here, Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12.
Read.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him.
And to love him. So how do you love God? You know what I want? How do we love God?
Me?
Yeah. Think about it. How do you love? Can you go up to the Most High and give him a kiss and a hug? You can't. Can you go up there and dap it up to him? Hey, man, I love you, God.
For me, I do right by people.
So you do right by people, right? So watch this right here. This is what it means to love God. Read.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3.
Bring it on!
For this is the love of God,
This is the love of God.
that we keep his commandments.
That we what?
Keep his commandments.
That's what it means to love God. Keep his commandments.
That's right!
And his commandments are not grievous.
His commandments are not grievous. They're not hard to do, okay? Go to 2 John and verse 6, what I think of 2 John 6.
I respect that.
Watch this right here, the other precept to it.
The book of 2 John, chapter 6. And this is love.
He said, and this is love right here. He said, now, and this is love there, Brother Christopher.
That we walk after his commandments.
That we what?
Walk after his commandments.
You gotta walk after his commandments, right? This is what the love of God is. How y'all doing today, sir? How you doing, ma'am? Y'all got time? 5 minutes to talk to your brother? Read.
This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye shall walk in it.
Right, this is the commandment that you heard from the beginning, okay? We're gonna walk in it according to thus saith the Lord, all right? So now go back Deuteronomy 10 and 12 real quick. So now you know these requirements, right? So I'm getting to you step by step to hammer it to you. All of it saying the same thing. Look, all these stuff saying the same thing, but we're gonna catch it on the last one. Read.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God,
So fear is a requirement, right?
to walk in all his ways,
Walking all his ways is a requirement.
and to love him,
And to love God, that's 3 so far, right?
and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Hear that? To serve the Lord thy God with all his heart and all his soul. I'm not even going, you know what the word serve means. Read.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
When you put it all together, they all go back to keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Okay? Everything. When you keep the commandments, guess what? That's how you love God.
Right.
Just like you told your mom told you wash the dishes, right? You wash the dishes. She said, behave, get good grades in school. What did you do? You behave and get good grades in school, correct? You said, hey, I'm gonna stay out of trouble. You did that. That showed you that you loved your mom because you did what you told her to. You did what she told you to do. Or your father. The main person is your father, okay? Whatever he tell you to do, you gotta have that respect. That's one of the laws. Honor thy mother and thy father.
That's right.
Your days will be longer, okay? And that shows that you love them. But if you don't do what they tell you to do, that means you're rebellious as hell. That means you don't love them. You hate your parents. And you don't like your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11 real quick. So we touched on the fringes. That was a law. And I know you can't get the fringes right now, but you know about that. So now we're gonna touch on something that I see you at fault at, but we're gonna fix that, okay? You got that for me? Read verse 1.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 1.
Bring it on!
Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
So this is Paul right here. Paul said, be ye followers of me, Christopher, even though as I am a follower of Christ. So this is me, I'm Nahum. What's your name there, brother?
Be ye followers of
What's your name?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. So you got Jeremiah, he's reading. He's my armor bearer right now. I'm the teacher. I'm gonna bring you the word. Guess what? We followers of Christ. We Israel united in Christ. So be you followers of us because we follow Christ. We want you to follow Christ, okay? Read it from the top.
Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things.
Paul tell me, he said, I praise you, brother, that you're going to remember me in all things. Why? Because he's not going to always be around. You know, Paul died, right? He had to leave, but this is him, he's talking to the church at Corinth, right? These were Israelites that spoke Greek, okay? That's what you read about in the New Testament. The Corinthians, the Philippians, the Ephesians, all them, the Galatians, the Romans that they're talking to, those were Israelites that were scattered there during the Greek captivity, okay? They were scattered there and they still there in that, they was there in that land at that time, okay? So he's speaking to them at the synagogue, okay? Read.
And keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
That's what we're doing. We're here delivering God's ordinance to you and everybody else that's listening. Read.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So now he let you know, he said the head of every man is Christ. Do you agree with that? The head of every man is Christ, right? Okay, so read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. You agree with that too, right? He said the head of the woman is the man. Just like Christ is our head, the head of man is Christ, right? And he said it's going in that order. The head of the woman is the man.
A woman must follow man.
Huh?
A woman must follow man.
Yes. That's how it's supposed to be. It's always been like that. What you see going on now, how some of these men be following these damn women, you gotta remember what happened in the garden. What happened with Adam and Eve? Christopher, don't worry about that. That stuff they're gonna get smoked away when them nukes come. Hey, what happened to Adam when in the garden? When he would listen to that black woman, Eve, he fell off by listening to her. He fell off by listening to her. So read that again. Read that part there again.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So the head of the woman is the man. Now read on.
And the head of Christ is God.
So now it's telling you that there's a hierarchy, there's an order. You got the Most High God, you got Christ, you got man, women, children, right? That's the order of the household. That's why the man is the head of the house, okay? Think about it. Why when are you married? You're not married, right? So when you get married, whose name is that female gonna take? She's gonna take your last name, okay? You married her, you taking her as a possession, okay? She gonna have your name, your last name, all right? Always that. Why is that? Because you the head, okay? You the head of the thing. You the protector. She can't protect you. She ain't physically strong like you. If some dudes came up here and they started jumping on her, she can't fight them off, but you can, okay? You will give them a battle. She can't do it. She physically weak and mentally weak, okay? You physically strong and mentally strong. Always remember that. All right, read.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered.
I was telling you, every man that praying, this is when you go home, if you pray, then or if you prophesying, you out here teaching the scriptures, or you hear the scriptures coming out. Read.
Having his head covered.
Having his what?
His head covered. Dishonored his head.
So what does that mean? If you have your head covered, you dishonoring your head. Who's your head again?
Not my head.
No, who's your head? Christ, right? So Christ is your head, but if you have your head covered, covered with the hat on your head. So what you supposed to do?
Take my hat off.
What do you see us? You see any of us with a hat on? Why is that? We're keeping this law right here. So what? The thing is, what should you do? Hey, just keep it up while the scriptures come out, bro. Hey, look, that's simple, bro. Hey, that's simple right there. That's a sign of repentance right there. You just follow something that easy, bro. Remember, it's not grievous. The laws are not grievous. It's not hard to do. You make it grievous when you want to follow what you want to do. Right. So read it again. We're gonna read it from the top again. I want to make sure you got it. Read it again.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonored his head.
So you dishonor Christ whenever the scriptures are coming out. You never knew that. So when you're praying or you're prophesying, you're supposed to uncover your head. Okay? So that's why the man, he ain't supposed to have his head covered. Why? Because you're dishonoring Christ. Okay? And this also showing you that Christ and God ain't the same person. Right. He got a head, the Father. Right. That's two different entities, okay? Read.
But every woman that prayeth or prophesies with her head uncovered.
So now the female, this goes to the woman, and she's praying and she's prophesying and she got her head uncovered, what?
Dishonoreth her head.
So her head's supposed to be covered, okay? Her head. If not, if she dishonor her husband, or she gonna dishonor her dad, or the elders that's at her congregation. Guess what? She dishonoring because she's not keeping the law. But you just showed, hey, you showed a sign of repentance, bro. You should feel good about that daggone thing, man. Hey, you didn't know that, but guess what? Now you know. You remember back in the days in G.I. Joe, right? Knowing this, not knowing this after battle, right? Now you know it, bro. So now you don't forget it. That's the main thing. Don't forget it.
That's right.
Okay, read on.
For that is even all one as if she were shaven.
So it's the same as if she dishonored her head. It's the same as if somebody took her head and balled it off with a razor. Because a woman likes to have hair. A real woman. These women you see with their hair all short and everything, they got that butch spirit on that masculine spirit they're not supposed to have. Woman's supposed to be feminine. A man's supposed to be masculine. Okay, read.
For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn.
She don't want to cover her head, maybe just shave her head off. It's a shame for her to not have her head covered when the scriptures are coming out. Oh, she's praying or prophesying, okay? Who? Muslim, that's no, the Muslim got all their stuff from us, bro.
That's right.
Remember, the Quran means to recite. That they reciting what they hear here. Yeah, that's why their women are submissive to their man. Like a lot of those countries that you see over there, that's why they don't want the Americans over there. Why? Because they get westernized. We were like that too. When we was in order, the women were in order and subjection under the man. Right now, things are all chaos right now. That's what we're trying to get in order. The man got to get in order first in order for the female to follow. Okay? So read on.
For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered.
Right. So if it's a shame for her to be bald-headed, hey, let her be cover her head up, right? Because most women, if I came and took some clippers and cut that female head, she gonna be mad as hell. You cut my damn hair. You know what you did. You know what I'm saying? Even the female, she bald-headed, she putting on a wig to make it look like she got some hair. You know what I'm saying? Read.
For if a man indeed ought not to cover his head,
the man, you the man. You that man, you ought to cover your head, because why?
For as much as he is the image and glory of God.
For you is the image and the glory of God. You look just like Christ. Okay? Christ looked just like the Father. So Christ is our big brother. Yeah, give me John 9:31. Watch this right here. This John, they're going to go get you John 9 and 31 real quick. You got something for me? Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Bring that. We're gonna bring this out next. This is a history book, too, we're going to bring out. Read what you got.
The book of John, chapter 9, verse 31.
Bring it out.
Now ye know that God heareth not sinners.
Okay. Oh, give me John. You talking about where he looked like his father? Oh, give me John 14 and 9. Yeah, John 14 and 9 real quick. So this is, we're going to read about Philip. Philip asked Christ a question real quick. This is a question we all want to ask. Hey, Christ, can you show us what does the Father look like, man? How does he look? Read what you got.
The book of John, chapter 14, verse 9. Jesus saith unto him, have I been so long time with you?
Read it. Go up real quick. Jump up to verse 6. Yeah.
Verse 6. Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
He said, nobody comes to the Father but by me. That's why he's the mediator, okay? You got to go through Christ in order to go to the Father. Read.
If ye had known me, ye should also know my Father also.
If you know me, guess what? You're going to also know my Father, because I come to do the Father's will here on the earth. Read.
And from henceforth ye know him and have seen him.
If you seen me, you seen him. But I'm going to read on down, because Philip didn't get it at the time. So read what you got.
Philip said unto him, Lord, show us the Father.
He said, hey, Christ, show us the Father, man. Show us what he looked like. Can you explain that? Because nobody's seen the Father except for Christ. Read.
And it sufficeth us. Jesus said unto him.
He said, if you show us the Father, hey, that'll please us right there. Hey, that's something that I've been wanting to know. We all want to know that. He ain't showed Moses his face. He ain't showed none of the prophets his face. Only Jesus the Christ. Read.
Jesus said unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip?
He said, Philip, haven't I been around you this whole time, and you still don't know who I am? Read.
He that hath seen me has seen the Father.
Say that again.
He that has seen me has seen the Father.
Hear that? He that seen me, you seen the Father, okay?
Right.
You gotta remember, we people of color, think about if the so-called white man, one of these other nations came here and they were looking for Brother Christopher. And they're like, y'all seen Christopher? Who are they gonna come to? They're gonna be looking at all of us. Why? Because we all look alike. Okay? So we got this image. We're made in his image. We got the brown skin. Some of us is darker. Some of us is light. Some of us could be brighter. We got the nappy woolly hair. Some people got a curly or straighter tight texture hair. You know what I'm saying? So we got the beard. Some of us got gray. Some got the woolly dark brown beard. But guess what? We all images of Christ.
That's
okay?
right.
At the end of the day.
Right.
All right? So we look just like the Father. All right? So, matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you real quick. What does the have you give me that Daniel 7 real quick. Daniel 7 and 9 real quick. So let me show you something about the Father real quick. Have you, because there's scriptures that explain what the Most High looked like. Did you know that?
Yeah.
What would you go to prove it? If somebody asks you.
I'll just say it.
Yeah, you just say it. So, but watch this right here, because you got to prove all things, okay? You got to show because people are going to try to battle you, combat you, until you show them the proof, okay? You got your point right here. Just stand firm and stand tall. Read.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
So this is Daniel the prophet right here. Daniel had a vision in the night vision, okay? He said, I beheld until the thrones were cast down. All the thrones meaning all the kingdoms of the earth. All of them been destroyed. This going into what's about to take place here in the near future. Read.
Right.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
The who?
The Ancient of Days did sit.
So who's the Ancient of Days? Think about it. There's days been here. You got day 1, day 2, but he said the Ancient of Days, somebody that was here before time. He talking about the Father.
Right.
He said the Ancient of Days did sit, meaning in order for you to sit down, you got to have a body, right? He got to have a butt, some legs and stuff, and he did sit on his throne. The Ancient of Days did sit. Read.
Whose garment was white as snow.
They said a garment that he had on. So in order to put clothes on your body, it ain't talking about he had a robe on. We do talking about an angelic garment. He probably had a nice bad garment, suit. You know what I'm saying? Something that we can't see. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand. How you doing today, man? Come on up here. Come talk to your brothers. 5 minutes. At that game, they gonna lose anyways. Come on over here. They gonna lose anyways. You might as well come over here then. Read.
And the hair of his head.
Hold up. You mean the Most High God got hair and a head?
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
Pure wool.
That's right.
I thought it was a puff of smoke, a spirit. This spirit here got hair and woolly hair. The hair of his head like the pure wool.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is